I love this. This was a really good way to start 2022, I
Yeah, it
think.
was. Yeah, it was.
This is a dope video.
I mean, zombies, aliens. All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Arsenic and Espresso. I'm Alice Arsenic. This is my co-host, Josh. And today we are bringing you another reaction, the first reaction of 2022. And we will be watching more Falling in Reverse. And I'm very, very excited.
Yeah. No, I'm stoked for this. It's been a little bit since Ronnie's put out more music.
And this is not a remake.
Yeah, it's not a remake.
I am hyped for this.
I know. Well, we still need to, honestly, we need to react to Popular Monster, and then they call it the trilogy. It's there's 3 songs back to back that kind of all coincide or whatever, that are like super popular songs or whatever that everybody's been telling us that we need to react to. So we need to react to those 2 at some point in time.
Eventually, we'll get there.
But yeah, I'm stoked. I'm stoked to react to some more Falling in Reverse. I feel like Ronnie gets a lot of hate in the industry.
Yeah.
But I mean, dude's mad talented and super creative, so I always look forward to stuff that, or when he drops new stuff.
I just really, I really love this new Falling in Reverse sound. It's right up my alley. I love the instrumentals. I love the like super in-depth storytelling that's happening. So I'm excited, for one, that it's not a remake. I'm excited that this is new music. But I'm also just in general excited that it's more Falling in Reverse. I never listened to them when we were younger. And it's exciting because I really, really enjoy what I'm hearing now. So I'm pumped. I'm amped.
All right. Well, then let's just jump right into it. This one is called Zombified.
Ooh, it's currently on the trending music. Number
Top 24.
24. Nice.
Good job, Ronnie.
And it's been out for
like 2 days. 8A. 2 days, yeah.
2 days, yeah.
Wow. All right, you ready?
Yes.
That's cool.
Very post-apocalyptic.
The cinematic quality in the last few videos too, like
Zombified.
The monsters are living under your bed, 'cause they are the voices in your head. Zombified by the lies they said, we become the walking dead. 'Cause everybody's on an edge. Oh no, they'll never let go. Something you said 10 years ago. They're canceling you. And they won't stop till everybody's zombified. They're
Okay. Oh, I'm so glad that it stopped on this. I want to talk first about the special effects that we are seeing here. It is giving me Michael Jackson, Thriller.
yeah.
Those zombies. Even the Walking Dead reference, like they're wonderful gory zombies, but they're really leaning into the monster side of it, not so much the decaying human.
Yeah.
The fact that they're like kind of green and gangly and
Ooh, yeah.
and yes, they're humanoid, but you're not looking at them being like, those are humans who are eating people's brains. They're like the traditional zombie.
Yeah.
I'm loving it. Already in the lyrics referencing cancel culture, I think that is kind of serendipitous that you were just saying. I feel like he gets a lot of hate.
It's true though.
Yeah. But seriously, so like, okay, tie my thoughts together really quick. So acknowledging the cancel culture that's happening, there's a difference between cancel culture and accountability. And Ronnie has been held accountable. He has been held accountable for his actions. That's not saying he's a perfect person whatsoever, but he has literally served his time.
And he's owned up to all of his mistakes. Like,
right. And
all of them.
he doesn't pretend that he is anything other than what he is, which is
Yeah.
just a human. And so there's a difference between cancel culture and accountability. And I
Mhm.
think a lot of people right now are getting the two mixed up, and they're getting the two they're incorrectly defining the two
Yeah.
situations. Cancel culture is something, it is so toxic. It is it is people with hurt feelings who get hurt
Mhm.
over someone's opinion or someone's, and not even necessarily something bad that someone has done.
Yeah.
They just don't like it.
Well-
Whereas accountability is holding someone accountable who has done something inappropriate and saying, hey, what you did was wrong for these reasons, and you need to apologize. You need to own up to it.
Mhm.
Right? So I'm very interested to see what the rest of the lyrics say.
Definitely. So I like that you drew that sort of conclusion there as well, because I especially in like the music industry, there are some awful people
Yes.
that have gotten away with terrible things,
Who are not being held accountable.
right, because they're looked to as like godlike because they're rock stars, right? And untouchable or whatever. And so it's great that people are getting called out, that people are getting held accountable. But yeah, you're right. There's the cancel culture side to things where people are just like, oh, who are we canceling next, right? Like, what do we need? We need to jump on this person now. We need to make their life
For
miserable.
a tweet they wrote when they were 12 years old,
Right.
being an idiot when the internet was still something.
Yeah.
When the internet thrived off of shock factor.
Yeah.
And when you had things like 4chan and Reddit running the internet, like those were the hubs of the internet.
sure.
It was all shock factor. It was all what kind of vile, horrible thing can you say to offend someone today?
For sure.
And so people are pulling all of these things up from that time. Again, it doesn't justify behavior, but you can't hold an adult accountable for something they did when they were 12 and an idiot.
Right.
You can't cancel them for it. You can hold them accountable for it.
Right.
And say, hey, are you better than this than you were then? Like, please explain.
Mm-hmm.
And someone who has done who has put in the work to become a better person, they will be able to explain what happened and apologize for what they've done and then show the work that they're putting in and have put in to change.
Whereas you look at, because I still see people talking smack about Ronnie and things, which I feel is uncalled for, because like if anybody's watched any of like his live streams or seen the statements that he's put out and stuff, he is a completely different person, and he's doing nothing but good for the industry and nothing but good for the scene. I mean, the fact that he does the reactions to reactions and all that sort of stuff, like he's putting in so much work to the scene, whereas a lot of bands aren't doing anything like that. And he is, and he deserves credit for that.
Yeah.
And then, not to mention, I mean, the stuff that he puts out is pretty dang good too.
Yeah.
Now, I just wanted to talk about the music really quick. So, I like that we hear some of the orchestra. I like that we hear some of like the more like synth pop styled stuff that he's put into some of his later songs as well. So he's still incorporating all of that. So yeah.
With a full cinematic experience, I'm 1 minute and
for it.
15 seconds into the song, I'm really loving it.
I'm up for it. All right, ready?
Yeah.
Until everybody's zombified. They're pumping us with lies like it's formaldehyde. We're dead inside. It goes on and on, let this go. When it stops, we'll never know. We're hypnotized. And they won't stop till you're zombified. Shut your mouth and bite your tongue, 'cause you don't wanna piss off anyone. We're traumatized by the damage done. Welcome to America. 'Cause everybody's talking match. Oh no, they'll never let go of something you said 10 years ago. They're canceling you. And they won't stop till everybody's zombified. They're pumping us with lies like it's formaldehyde.
Oh, that's amazing.
Oh, that was good. That explosion.
Goes on and on, let this go. When it stops, we'll never know. We're hypnotized. And they won't stop till you're zombified.
Dang.
Aliens.
Zombified.
Side note, quick interlude. A recent expose, I suppose, has come out that back in like 2017, the CIA hired on a huge crew of like theologians and psychologists to come up with the best way to tell the world that there are aliens.
That's interesting.
Isn't that fascinating?
That
Isn't
is
that fascinating?
interesting.
We just sent up that incredible telescope.
That's interesting.
Just fun fact, fun
Yeah.
random fact. Aliens.
I like. Okay, so
Back to
noted that.
Thank
Yes,
you.
but sorry. I'm like I'm gonna cut you off and just talk about the music. I like I like though the I think that they do anthem rock really well.
Yes.
It's better than other anthem rock that I've heard in the past year for
Mhm.
sure. I feel like it's I don't know.
It's very hype music. Like I
Yeah.
kind of want to be like driving a fast car, which I don't do.
And I don't know. I saw the one zombie had a shirt on that said something. I can't tell. So I don't know like which direction Ronnie leans as far as like politically. I think he is talking politically about things.
I mean, they used
But-
a Iwo Jima. They had the Iwo Jima reference of the
Mhm.
flag raising.
Mm.
That particular, so the image that they used, the raising of the flag on Iwo Jima is an iconic photograph of 6 United States Marines raising the U.S. flag atop Mount Suribachi during the Battle of Iwo Jima in the final stages of the Pacific War. So I just, not that says one way or
Right.
another where he leans, but
Well,
this
and
is definitely politically speaking.
Yeah. And so I think about it too, like oftentimes when you talk about like anti-cancel culture and things like that, that's usually rhetoric that's spit more from the right.
Mhm.
But at the same time, I feel like this sort of thing applies to either side of that
Mhm.
coin too, because that's one thing that I've definitely noticed a lot is that there are people that are just mindlessly just mocking, or not mocking, but like parroting conversation or talking points from both sides, right?
Mhm.
Like they obviously haven't done any sort of research into
Mhm.
anything. They're just saying, oh yeah, this person that's a political figure that I like says this, so I'm just going to keep saying what they say.
Mhm.
And you see that from both sides. And so I
Mhm.
think that this could be just an attack on the political environment in general.
Yes.
Whether he's, one side or the other doesn't really matter. I feel like this could be a critique for the political environment in America in general. Anyways, because there's a lot of zombies.
Well, and if you remember this time last year, we were talking about that we felt like based off everything that culminated in 2020, we would see a lot of political discourse in music
Mhm.
in the next coming years.
Oh, for sure.
And so I mean, it would be weirder if there wasn't a political undertone to some
Yeah.
of these things, because it is still so pervasive, and I mean, it's still current events.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, we
And
haven't gotten
that's
past any of it.
and that's metal music in general. I mean, it's
Yeah.
always good to talk about the hard hitting stuff. There's always going to be people willing to say things that aren't quote unquote politically correct, which he brought up in the lyrics
Mhm.
too. If you better, what does he say? You better bite your tongue. We'll go over the
Mhm.
lyrics here in a minute, but yeah, bite your tongue, watch what you say, right? Because you'll
Mhm.
get backlash either
Yeah.
way, basically. But so I really like it. I also really like the special effects with all the blood and guts
It's
blown
good
up.
gore.
It's good
Good.
gore. It's good gore for sure. I did not see the aliens coming.
I didn't
Um,
either.
That was exciting. All right.
Pick it up. Now everybody's zombified. They're pumping us with lies like it's Ronaldo.
Also, sorry, I know this is about to drop. But every time he goes up into like the falsetto,
I know.
I'm like, oh, it gets you right in the
I
feels,
know,
right?
I know.
So good. All right, go back.
They're pumping us with lies like it's Ronaldo. They're dead inside. It goes on and on. Let this go. When it stops, we'll never know. We're hypnotized. Won't stop till you're. They won't stop till
and a monster.
Zombified.
That was fantastic. That
Yeah.
was wonderful.
Yeah, that
we
was
had
cool.
zombies. We had aliens. We had a giant dragon monster, devil monster from the pits of the earth, kind of Godzilla type thing at the end. I love how many things were touched on.
I feel like we could make a bingo board for his videos in the future, right?
What part of this video actually happens in 2022?
Yes, right? Yeah, lyrically, already there are some great pieces in there. So if you want to pull up the lyrics real quick, we can talk over them or discuss them.
Okay, so lyrics coming from genius.com. And it's an annotation by the website says, Zombified is a song written by Ronnie Radke. It is a song that touches on all of his experiences, being portrayed as one of the most hated people in the world. He tries to tell the world that this was a long time ago, and he asks for forgiveness. That's a weird little...
I feel like it was a lot more politically discoursed.
Yeah, it's just,
than
I
that,
don't know.
but
It's a weird they used weird verbiage. Okay.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's exactly what it was, but I
Okay.
think we kind of touched on that too.
Yes.
So go ahead.
I just think their wording was very strange.
Hmm.
Because like, why is he the most hated? Like, why is he one of the most hated people? Like, what they gave no context as to like,
Right.
what is he apologizing for? Is he apologizing because
Right. It's pineapple on pizza.
yeah, like
Right.
what or like what happened? So Zombified by Falling in Reverse. The monsters aren't living under your bed because they're the voices in your head. Zombified by the lies they've said, we've become the walking dead. Because everybody's talking, bitch. Oh no, they'll never let go of something you said 10 years ago. They're canceling you, and they won't stop till everybody's zombified. They're pumping us with lies like it's formaldehyde. They're dead inside. It goes on and on. Let this go. When it stops, we'll never know. We're hypnotized, and they won't stop till you're zombified. You better shut your mouth and bite your tongue because you don't want to piss off anyone. We're traumatized by the damage done. Welcome to America. Because everybody's talking, bitch. Oh no, they'll never let go of something you said 10 years ago. They're canceling you, and they won't stop till everybody's zombified. They're pumping us with lies like it's formaldehyde. They're dead inside. It goes on and on. Let this go. When it stops, we'll never know. We're hypnotized, and they won't stop till you're zombified. They're feeding off your broken mind. They won't die. They multiply. We've become so fucking blind. They won't stop till you're zombified. Pick it up. Now everybody's zombified. They're pumping us with lies like it's formaldehyde. They're dead inside. It goes on and on. Let this go. When it stops, we'll never know. We're hypnotized. And they won't stop till you're, they won't stop till I'm, they won't stop till we're all zombified.
That's dope. I like the pumping us with lies like it's formaldehyde, right? Because that's implying that we're already dead, or zombies, right? Talking about the just the discourse in general. I feel like there's a lot of just brain dead takes, right? Just listening to the talking heads. So I do think that it's talking twofold, right? One on his own history.
Yes, his
right?
personal experience with being a public figure.
Right.
Yeah.
Which if you're a public figure long enough, you're gonna get canceled. That's the way that works, right?
What is it? You either die the hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
Right. Unless you're Betty White.
Betty.
Too soon. But that being said, I think the other part is the political discourse, especially in America. I feel like a lot of people weren't taught proper history. I think that proper history is being removed constantly. I think even by both sides. It doesn't matter what your political stance is. They both want to just teach you whatever it is they can teach you so that you just trust the government. And I think that's a rhetoric that is nothing but bad.
Agreed.
And everybody else in the world looks at America and sees how ridiculous we are. And like the crazy stuff that both sides of the political spectrum in America believe. Yet we when we're confronted with that, we're like, well, that's not what I was taught, or you know, that's not what my parents taught, or that's
or when
not
people
what
are like, that's not America,
right?
Bitch, yes it is.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Yes, it is. Read a history book that wasn't published by a white-centric university, and you will find out that it is America. It
True.
just is.
Yeah.
Well, and again, I think it lends itself to the difference between accountability and cancel culture. Cancel culture is something that there's there's no resolution. There is no there are plenty of people who are canceled on a daily basis who literally put no work into becoming a better person.
Right.
They lay low on the internet for a little while and then they come back as if nothing ever happened. Whereas accountability, people being held accountable for their actions, for their words, for their behaviors, you see if they are genuinely sorry for what they've done in the past, they will have evidence of
Right.
working on themselves, of becoming a better person, of becoming a better educated person.
Yeah. It makes me think of Tim Lambesis from As They Lay Dying, right? They, went to prison for everything that he did, and then like wrote apologies and like the whole album that
and
they
a
put out
beautiful
last.
lamenting album. Like
Yeah.
it was heart wrenching
For sure. But then you find out from people close to him that like actually nothing really seems to have changed and like who he is as a person.
Yep.
And I'm just like, man, like that.
And he's putting on the performance of a changed man.
Right.
Yeah.
And so I don't know, for me personally to support him, I want to see more change than that. I want to see close people be like, actually, yeah, he is about everything different, and
he's putting in the work.
everything.
He's doing these
Exactly.
things. Yeah.
Because right now it just kind of seems more like a facade than anything.
Very much so.
But we don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so then that was the other thing that I was going to say too. So you had brought up a point that I feel is a really good connection as well. There are people out there that hate what America has done in the past, right? And they want accountability for that. However, when they ask for accountability for that, many people treat it like it's cancel culture.
Yes.
And instead say, well, then get out of the U.S.
Yeah, if you
right?
hate it here so much, why don't you leave?
And that's not what it's about. It's just
No.
saying, hey, we need some accountability. There are some awful things that happen.
Yes.
There are still awful things that are happening, and we want you guys to be better. And then the recourse is, well, you're just not patriotic. You're not American. So your opinions don't matter. And I think that that's completely wrong as well. So I think there's even a third layer there that kind of connects all of those themes together.
I would be very interested to hear Ronnie's breakdown of this song and like exactly what all of the subliminal messaging in is. It like because I read things as a certain way, I see things as a certain way, and I'm curious to know like what his intention was and what he hoped this particular song would be interpreted. Because I also wonder if a lot of people are just going to be like, yeah, what did you call it? Anthem rock?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are a lot of people just going to be like, oh yeah, it's a good like pump up song?
Right.
Or are they going to pay attention to...
It's way deeper than that.
It's way deeper. It's funny because even though the lyrics are a little bit simplistic, there's a lot to unpack.
There's a lot of layers. Yeah.
There's a lot of layers. This is one of those songs that I feel like you need the video to get the full intensity of what the song is talking about.
Yeah.
It's that additional layer to the storytelling. It makes it very submersive and it makes it a little bit more personal.
Yeah.
Because in videos like this, you have to decide like, who are you in this video?
Yeah.
Who would you be in this situation? Which role do you play? Are you one of the zombies? Are you one of the aliens? Are you one of the band members? Like who are you in this same situation?
Right. I also wonder too, like if we're reading too far into it as well. If we're,
I hope we are. I hope he's like, it's not that deep.
It's not that deep. People just need to not be brain dead. Which is fair either way. I love this. This was a really good way to start 2022.
Yeah,
I think.
it was. Yeah, it was.
This is a dope video.
I mean, zombies, aliens, Godzilla, devil monster. Yeah, that's a really good way to start off the year. How many of those things do you think we'll actually see in 2022? That's the real
At least
question.
the zombies. At least the zombies.
Yes.
All right.
Well, if you like that video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new here and you want to see more videos like this, hit that subscribe button.
If you want to know of ways that you can support us, there will be links in the description below. I will also link Ronnie's Twitch channel as well. If you're somehow this far and you haven't seen any of his Twitch stuff, definitely go drop in there. If you want to show him support, you can drop him like a free Prime sub or whatever. So all that being said, thank you guys for hanging out for so long, and we'll catch you on the next one.